Well, is the temporary collapse of the power in Texas foreshadowing a bigger issue here across the whole United States? I think so. We have rotting infrastructure across this country. And at some point, something's going to give. No administration seems to ever put at the front of any of their issues fixing the rotting infrastructure across the country. The situation with the water is terrible in this country, all over the place, many different cities. It doesn't seem to be getting better. It's never brought up as a major issue as well. It's all these other things that they talk about, smoke and mirrors. But at some point, this is going to give. And I think it's important to reflect on what just happened in Texas, because if you look at it large scale, this could cripple the nation. We've talked about in the past freak weather events, natural events, man-made events, EMPs, CMEs.
Right, just to add on that, this is the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. Many events is taking place in the earth, right? Because we're at the end of a kingdom, right? A kingdom that's about to be taken from one nation and given to another. So it's going to be taken from Esau, Edom, and given to who? Israel. The scripture says, for the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Malachi 1 and 4. The wicked is Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man. So it's going to be taken from him, and it's going to be given to who? It's going to be given to Israel, right? Right, so let me get this real quick. This is going into the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, it says, and injuries and riches got by deceit, right? Because their unrighteous dealings is the wickedness that they have implemented upon the earth and them getting this land. Well, how did they get this land? Well, they stabbed the Native Americans and Hispanics in the back. They killed, they raped, robbed, and murdered, right? I mean, if you look up history, you could see the wickedness that the so-called white men have, the wickedness of the so-called white man have implemented on the earth. I mean, it's something that has been consistent and perpetual, man. It says, because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, right? His riches are by deceit, man. Right? Everything that this devil have, he have taken it. He have not earned it. Like the so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans who have to get up and work every day, right? He haven't earned that money. He have stolen it. John chapter 10, verse 10 says what? And it says, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy, man. So who's the devil of the Bible? Esau, Edom, man, the so-called white man. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, it says the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that's what's about to happen, man. You got all these events taking place because the Most High is performing the work that he have willed upon the earth. Matter of fact, let me get that too. Right? That's going into the book of Ezekiel, the 12th chapter. Right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12, verse 25. It says, for I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord. Power. So, and that's what's happening, man. The Most High said that he was going to bring plagues, death, and a sword upon the earth, and that's what's happening, man. You can't avoid it. The kingdom is about to be taken from one people and given into another people, man. The scripture says, for Esau destroyeth the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man, he's destroying the world, man. Right? It says, destroyeth him, going back into the book of Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. The scripture says, destroyeth him, which destroyeth the earth, man. Right? And it's not only Esau, Edom, it's these other nations, right? They constantly doing what? Shooting nuclear missiles and shooting ballistic missiles into the sea, constantly having it blow up. That changed the reaction of not only the water, but the air alone, man. So these devils, they have to be taken out, man. What the scripture say in 1 Thessalonians? Let's get that, man. Esau gotta go, man. Esau gotta go, man. There's no getting around that. These so-called white people need to be put back into the caves and be put into slavery, right? Not only them, but also the other nations, man. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'll start at 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of prediction," man. Right? The son of prediction, the son of destruction being who? The so-called white man. That's all these devils do. It's called death and destruction in the earth. And that's proven all throughout history, man. You can't get around it. Right? They could take your videos down. They could do all that. But ultimately, what we speaking is truth, man. What we speaking is truth. These devils have manipulated people by making themselves look like the innocents, while all the other nations, being the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, being the who? Being the attackers, man. While they the innocent, but we are the attackers. But their history have proven, even up to this point, that they are the attackers and we are the prey, man. Plain and simple. Let's keep going. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is," so like it says, "so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way." It says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed," man. He have been revealed through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. He have been revealed, which is the so-called white man. It's been tucked away and hidden away on who is the wicked is. And now the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai has been bringing out who the wicked is, man. These so-called white people are the wicked the Bible speaks about, and you cannot get around that. Like I said, throughout history, you can see the wickedness that these devils have implemented upon the earth, man. From the Greeks to the Romans to the English to the Britons to now, man. And guess what? All of those names were taken from so-called black people who used to rule over those kingdoms, man. Look it up, man. Look up the Etruscans. Who was the first Romans since what is that, man? Since the 5th and 6th century BC, man. The first Etruscans were so-called black people, man. In the beginning of the Greek Empire in the 8th century, when the Greek Empire was founded, who were the first Greeks? So-called black people. Look up the history, man. The Most High have given these devils the power to overtake the world. That's what you call the Dark Ages, man. The Dark Ages is when these devils came into power, took us down, and took the world, man. That's why the scriptures tell you in Job 9:24 that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. Who are the wicked? The so-called white people in the other nations, man. This is easy to see. This ain't hidden or tucked behind a goddamn bush or a tree. These devils are the wicked, man. Put on a damn YouTube page and look up racism. And who you gonna see first, man? You're gonna see all these so-called white people, and after that, you're gonna see these damn gooks, man. So come on, man. The Most High is taking the kingdom from these devils, man. It says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth," man. Who is the spirit of the Lord's mouth? Well, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Come on, man. Let's get it, man. This is the book of Hosea. Hosea chapter 12 verse 10, and the scripture says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have like the scripture says, for the Lord have also spoken by the prophets, man. So by way of his prophets is gonna do what, man? Like the scripture says, Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, man. The scriptures is proven. The scriptures through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemi Shah is proven who the wicked is, man. The Most High is revealing this devil, man. Everything on these so-called white people are being revealed, man. And I'm talking more of the elites. Right? Let me get this, man. This is Jeremiah, the 49th chapter, man. Let me see here. I just want to get the point, so bear with me for a second. This is the book of Jeremiah 49 and 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the den, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have enough. And that's all these devils do, is they just consistently destroy, man. Just like what's going on now with Texas, with these vaccinations. A lot of things is happening, man. And they coming up against these whole conspiracy and, oh, well, you know, all of this was planted by Bill Gates and, you know, Dr. Fauci and blah, 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 blah. A lot of things is coming out, man. A lot of things is coming out, man. Right? Because it's all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemi Shah. The scripture says, but I have made Esau bare. It says, what the scripture say? It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brother and his neighbors, and he is not. So there you go, man. The Most High is uncovering the nakedness of this devil, man. That's why a lot of things is happening. That's why a lot of people are bringing out a lot of shit that's taking place, man. Like you had that woman in Texas who said she ended up having the ice tested, and they said a lot of metallic metals was found in the ice more than what it usually is. And that's what's making the ice even colder. So a lot of things is happening, man. Why? Because a lot of things is being revealed. Right? So real quick, Salakia for going on that, but let's get back to the video.
Down big time. I think that this is in the cards. And I think that one of the reasons that you haven't seen any money put into these areas is because it's part of the plan. They all know it in terms of the club. So there's no money.
And real quick, that's right, man. It is part of their plan. It's part of their wickedness and their counsel, right? Let me get this, man. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50. Verse 19, and the scripture says, thou giveth thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit, man, because that's what these devils are about. They're about lying and deceit. They'll tell you one thing, but doing another thing on the side. So this is also the book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and 7, and it says, the instruments also of the cruel are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So there you go. So again, Isaiah 32:7. It says, the instruments of the cruel are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So let's go back to the video.
Club. So there's no money allocated to these areas to be spent to fix these things, to boost them, to have any backup plans whatsoever. Although the government made sure years ago they started to move a lot of their stuff into Cheyenne Mountain and into other fortifications away from DC, just in case something like this was to happen. So I do think there's some lessons to be learned here with this whole thing out of Texas. It shows that once the power grid goes down, chaos can unravel quickly, especially if it's in horrendous conditions like freezing temperatures where people are freezing to death. So this caught some people off guard, no doubt, but once again, I think that this brings us back to the drawing board where we have to say, do we have a plan? Do you have a plan to deal with this if they throw this at us again? We are living in what I call very trappy times. Everywhere we turn, every time we turn around, it seems like a trap's being set for the people to fall into. We've really got to start looking at life in this manner, thinking that around the corner, there could be something else that they have waiting on us. We have to have plans for all this. And if you were to ask me if there's one crippling thing that could top them all, it's shutting out the lights. It's a lights out situation, no communication. I find it very odd how many cell phones are shut off, even my service, still down to this very moment on my cell phone. Because of this ice storm that went through, all roads have been clear, everything else has been back up and running, but things just don't add up. These are the things we're paying attention to. Join me as I discuss this further on the next live stream. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, only on DLive. You'll find links below in the description box. Much love, y'all.
So I like to say Barak Lehawa, Barak Lehawa Shah, Barak Lehawa Bahashim, Rakah Hagadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work of true sincerity. I like to say Shalom.